Man, this town is nuts. Gotham! We are coming towards the end of season 4 with That Old Corpse, which is incorrectly what I said the last episode I reviewed was. So, I can only apologize for that. In any case, so this is our follow-up from what was very clearly a setup episode last time around. And it's kind of a mixed bag. I mean, let's deal with the big thing right off the bat, which is Jeremiah. Effectively, I was going to say effectively replacing Jerome, but definitely now our prospective future Joker, because Jerome's dead. He's definitely dead. You know, to quote the Wizard of Oz, really most sincerely dead. So he's not coming back, and now we've got Jeremiah, and the thing is, I don't think that the way in which Jeremiah is being played is an invalid way to play the character as I understand him. I don't think it's even necessarily an invalid way to play the Joker. The problem is there's no way to not compare him to Jeremiah because it's the same actor. The characters are brothers. Jeremiah was a lot more fun. What I appreciate in terms of shifting to Jeremiah as the Joker versus Jerome is Jerome was kind of cut in the mold of the Heath Ledger Joker. He was into chaos. That was kind of his deal. So he was a bit like Heath Ledger's Joker doing an impression of Mark Hamill. But he was very high energy. Now, what I appreciate about Jeremiah is that there's a greater emphasis on his intelligence. And honestly, that's something that I feel like gets lost with the Joker a lot. And they just kind of lean on, well, he's unpredictable because he's crazy. But the Joker, at least in some iterations, is incredibly smart, too. So I'm interested in seeing that get emphasized, but at the same time, this guy's not high energy. He's very quiet. He's very reserved. And that's just... I can't help but think of All-Star Batman and Robin, where Frank Miller wrote a Joker who never smiled. And it's just like, what? And it's not working for me yet. We've got 2 episodes left in the season, so maybe it'll turn around. Maybe it'll start to work for me. That's actually happened to me a lot with Gotham and Gotham characters, if I am to be completely fair. More often than not, most of these characters I didn't like when we first encountered them, and they grew on me over time. I think the list of characters who I dug right off the bat is pretty short. It was Fish and Penguin. That was pretty much it. Everything else I took some degree of issue with or wasn't completely clicking on. But, you know, at this point, I love almost all these characters. So, you know, I got to be fair and give this guy a shot. But first impressions, not great. He was at his most fun when he was impersonating Jerome. What you gonna do? So, there's that. We continue to push the Lee Ed thing, which... it's kind of working for me. I don't love it, but I'm like, you know what? Okay. I'm finding Butch kind of interesting now that he's more or less got his mind back, but he's still got the Grundy strength. That's interesting. I really hope they come up with something with Penguin to do with these last few episodes. I mean, I get just being opportunistic is kind of his deal, but I'm getting really tired of watching him ascend to the top, get knocked down, ascend to the top, get knocked down. They gotta, I mean, 4 seasons in, they gotta figure out where they want him and keep him there, at least for a decent stretch of time. Because I'm getting tired of him bouncing from the top and the bottom over and over and over and over again. What else we got? Bruce is good in this. He's another one who's really grown on me. I really didn't like him first season, but he is doing good work in this part at this point. And I called it. I called it last time that lady bodyguard was going to be kind of our proto Harley Quinn. That does in fact appear to be what's going down. So, hey, go me. I'm probably not the only person who called that. I'm not sure there's really all that much else to say. I don't have a lot to go into on this one because it was primarily a centerpiece on Jeremiah, and Jeremiah isn't working for me yet. He may get there. I hope he does, because otherwise I'm just going to be moaning the loss of Jerome, and I would hate the idea that we lost Jerome just so the writers of this show can go, ha! The fans were wrong. This wasn't the Joker. We told you it could have been anybody. Because right now it feels like they made the switch just so that they can, I don't know, claim some kind of victory. Because narratively, at least so far, it hasn't gained us anything. I think the best thing that Jeremiah did, aside from impersonate Jerome, was when he was kind of mocking Jerome's plans as being petty or small-minded or foolish. Again, emphasizing the intelligence. So, you know, maybe if they really lean in heavy on that, it'll work better. We'll see. Like I said, got a couple more episodes. They've got a surprising amount to wrap up, though, because there's him and there is Ra's al Ghul, and I can't remember if Ivy still had stuff she was trying to do or if they kind of wrapped up on her. I can't remember now. New Ivy didn't leave that big impression on me. But I guess that'll wrap this one up. So, Gotham, that old corpse, what did you think about it? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. There's all the stuff to do, such as like and subscribe. Support me on Patreon if you want to help try and make the show better, if it's possible. Links for all that stuff and more is down in the description. So until next time, this council's adjourned.